We have started a new dig right here. We got 2 points showing. I think we got something maybe ceremonial showing because I see a hole. Whatever this shell may be, I'm pretty sure that's a drilled hole. If it could be a bigger piece or a smaller chip off of some kind of gorget, shell gorget maybe. So looking more into this pendant, at first glance, what I thought it was what's called a lightning whelk shell. These are traded off the Atlantic and Gulf Coast region. That's not what it is, even though they still had a special left-handed spiral, like a religious meaning, we think. Well, I'm 99% sure what this pendant is made out of what this is right here. This is a piece of quahog clamshell. This would have been traded off that Atlantic Gulf region as well. These are saltwater clams. They're not here in Bartow. And I'm pretty sure this is what this pendant earring is made out of. It would have been traded up through the Hopewell network, what we call that. I'll pull up a map and show you what the Hopewell site looked like. They didn't have this good chert and quartzite in their region, so we would trade this material for the shell from their region. So here's a map of that Hopewell site, how it was laid out across the country. The Bartow elites, they would have been like a middleman in between the north and the south. You can see the south of the shells here, and then up in the north had the copper. To the east was a mica, and we were right here in this quartz area. So it still would have been an exotic, high-ranking material to have this shell here in Bartow. It could have looked like this hanging around the neck as a single piece, or it could have been several attached to a necklace, or maybe even an earring. Made my way down chasing this orange. I'm going down the slope a little bit till I hit that little deep pocket. That's where I just pulled this one out of. But it looks to be pretty pristine shape. Yep. Nice little corner notched. That one did clean up pretty nice. This black chert, I think that could be known as our Murchie chert as well. But that is probably middle to late archaic knife blade spear point. So we're at maybe a little Kirk corner notch action maybe. We are in probably middle, late archaic so far. I just flipped this out digging down this bank. At first it does look like an axe head shape, but I'm not sure if this material, it's almost like a slate-like material. Well, no, it's not. I don't know. I wonder if that could be some kind of axe. I'm looking for a groove where it would have been fixed to a handle like this. But it sure is shaped just like an axe head, isn't it? Here's a photo I found on Georgia Peach State Archaeology's website. It says right here the Swift Creek culture, which I know I have pottery from that era here in my spot. And down here at the bottom it says the photo to the right is very small at 3 inches and it may have been a child's toy. So that's why I think this axe head I found is possible, just a child's toy, because they had to practice napping and banging around on some stuff. We have cut from the top all the way down through this channel. I'm just chasing that red dirt. Didn't find a whole lot coming down through here. Just found something at the bottom. That's a pot leg nipple off a pottery bowl. Once I clean it off, you'll see it a little bit better, but that'd have been the bottom little leg and some kind of tooth, probably a coyote tooth. Here's that axe head cleaned off a little bit better. If y'all know what material it is, let me know. It's not slate, but it's definitely a brittle material. That's another reason why I think it's a child's toy, because if a grown man was slinging this around, it would have been broken in no time. It would have been a lot lighter use as a kid running around with it, I think. Some transitional archaic, late archaic points, I believe, going into the early woodland period. Some cool finds. Little dark point there, stemmed one, a big spear nose, but this pendant right here is incredible. It's probably my second favorite find behind that gorget from my earlier video. But this is a once-in-a-lifetime piece of art, really, is what I'm going to call it, because this would have been very ceremonial, ritual-based, religious, and could have been from the ear or the neck. We don't really know, but either way, that's still a very incredible find right there.